AP Radio 105.7.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
You're listening to AP Radio.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7.
You're listening to AP Radio.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7. You're listening to AP Radio.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7.
Mamu nyina mwajo anwumre edeba APTV ede radio 105.7 kasafidie so ya babo ansam hodo edika na editia no de asisi ya mayemo ene ama hodo so ne de so mo nsam no de ebedi mu akotene bi eni Yerokojo opon kroma akasa wo mrahye bedwafie e de afa mabunu a dodo no a eni nnwuma ye e wo man mi wa kira ban no se wonhwe me bia nnwuma na sasami de e ha adwen ye pa Sanso eno my Ghana John Bosume de toso miensa June 3rd e ye da bia ye boso wo man mu e ka ya rahosam bi pa finhia be du bako enie ena wokose kala eja eto ho enam so ma nipa dodo no a to ananom nse do ma bi mu nso prepra ye na ekuo bi aka nsem bi e de afa ho Yamampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wono so de nsem atodwa efa kwanya wono mo hwe ebiebie nnwuma ama niema wodo nso agu akwan mu e wo big push dwumadi enimo Iran mino wono mo akwa akosua US for wono mo efa baabi so na wono makasa e de afa ho wono akere se wei anya sua de emfama US mino Dodo no aka ye hu ne de so mo se ye no sia bremu kase bo oknews.apmedia.gh.com obenya online stories nyina sanso ne Facebook and YouTube handle ne APTVGH TikTok, Instagram, and our X and Tenta Fidiani AP Media _GH. Mediana Boss Lady Afia Kyem Agyemang. Sofopani or Action Power Faith Ministries ya no Dr. Kukudazi Ephraim. Nchache nkwaje kwan wode som yen kwasi ada no pebia no so yen kasa fidie so. Emu no wo chan ability to see. Dr. Ephraim na ama ye hu se wo ba ne hu kwan se otumi edi nyame asore kan anim. Ode emfato ho no efri twokunkun ni mu abra Yesu Kristo ba asase so. Na wo fa na suafo adi na chi na dumienu a wo ye nyina. Wanyo baba kokra anka ho wotete wo ma Yesu Kristo wo no achi wo mo baye apostles a wo mo na ededa nsori no ye Kristo asori enu nti na Dr. Ephraim kire se oba entumi eni asori anim se ne nyame pe no ye mema na wo mo ya kanifo esese wo mo di na asori anim enu nti wo se wo hwe twokronkron ni mu a New Testament ne ba bia ni ho no abekwa ko hu se na oba edi asori anim.
Se Awurade nyame tumfo ka se ensese oba edi na sorry anim na se wo ye oba na wo se wo ye osofo ana ohwefo wo ye bishop ana se wo ye osomafo a wo ye tuatewni wakon atia nyame asem Awurade nyame tumfo ba asase so se nipa ewo Awurade Yesu Kristo emu oyi mema dumienu etete wo mu se asomafo edigina ho ma Israel ebusuakuo dumienu no na wo mu bia ni ho a na oye oba se oba betumi aye ohwefo bishop anase osomafo a anka Awurade ebeyi oba bako edina ye hweso de se wo ye oba na odwin se wobetumi adi nyame abusua animu kan a wo ye tuatewni wo apamfoforo no mu no ba bia ni ho e won nsori no mu a na oba ena na ye sofo ana se na oda no ba bia ni ho e wo Bible mu a oba eye nyame abusua panyin da bia eye mema ene di nyame abusua no anim.
Na Dr. Ephraim eto aso ekire mu sade nkrofo bi entiase na wo modada no wo kire se ba ministry no a ya chechemu makomakunum baako ene difo ene nti wo so oba ene ebetumi aka so ye difo prophetess enti wo hwe apam dada ne mu a no wo kire mu se difo Deborah no wo mu ena hwe apam foforo no so a eno so ye difo ana eno ema ye hu se oyo oba Dr. Ephraim kire se wuntumi ni asori anim na emom obetumi awa asori nim wa bra uye odifo
Wo asofo num no eye odifo ba pe ena oba betumi aye se wuyi odifo ba no a oba betumi aye no to nchen a oba entumi hye nyame abusua ase enka se oye osomafo oba entumi nka se mene suffering nyina na edi sofo oba entumi na nyame abusua ano enka se oye ohwefo nyame nyima se wo mo meye nsempakafo Samaritan ni ba no a ema binom din ye nhweso ka se na oye nsempakani no na onye nsempakani sofo a nyame yi no odi Awurade Yesu Kristo ho adanse keke edi kire ne manfo se wonimu a me ka kire wo se wudi Awurade Yesu Kristo ho adanse wa bonten so no enkire se nyame ayi wo se wo ye osofo nsempakani enkire sa wo apam dada no mu no Deborah ebu Israel aten na oyo difo ba entia Neye apam dada enhyehyeye. Se nipa no enhwehwe ensem anase emisa nsem firi Awurade ho. Emfiri odifo bema anase odifo ba eho. Ena wo Lukan sempa timienu nchichemu aduasansia de kosi aduasannwotwe ewo apamfoforo no monso no. Wo abra ye wo Awurade Yesu Kristo no. Oba bia na efre no ana ekasa fa ne ho ewo hia dan no emu. Ase kire eni se na ono nso so ayodifo ba. Se wo ye oba na se wo enkomhye akyede a nyame mbra nhyehyeye ne se wo betna na sori mu ahye osofo no ase. Na se opese okasa fa wo mu kire asori no a wo ka na watrase asa de nyame pese adifo mema eni adifo ema eye ewo na sori mu no no. Nanso so esan opa o mu pese o mu de o mo ni suade hunu no a me fra no me hunu wei no o mu de hye nipa so epesi kanti ena nei nipa wo mu na asiese wo mu ye difo mema eni adifo ma no wo ma tititi sorry no se wo ye difo na se wati asori a me ka kire wo se de wuni ho kwan ena waye no na ubeya no ewe Awurade anim dabi. Se nyame hyehyeye ma ho kwan se odifo bema anase odifo ba beti asori na se wati asori a onnim nyame. We ye tiatie ni a we ye de open e de apeska.
So for Penny Ocean Power Faith Ministries and Dr. Kukudazi Ephraim and the San Church ye and my year won kwaja kwan dwumadi no so kwasiara no pebia no so ewo yen kasafoni ene kasafidie 105.7 so simisubiom eye wukwadra ene fiade anwumre no so na yento so yenko emra hyebedwafie so afo abedi e kirehwe sikasam so eye no nyamfo Thomas Nyako ampem wa kire se eye NPP amanyuku a na kane mampani na nadodankwa kofuado ene di animu no omo bese wo manyi kora wo mo anya ntoto yeye ene nam so ma esikasam jiguye ema yensidi no emu ye hata ne nei eye wo mo ndisi amanyuku no mo ba ya o matumide nhyehyeye pa begu akwan mu yesidi no asa gina na so bi na economy ne nei yetumide yensase yebo eka se Ghana economy no kane no no yare no enei ne ho atono.
Ghanaians can feel it. Ghanaians know the difference. 2024, every day prices of items were increasing. Today, prices are stable. So how can you ask us to go to the streets to ask Ghanaians? Ghanaians can feel it. They can see the difference. Mr. Speaker, even ECG revenue validation report that you were required to do, you failed to do it. We know that it is your excessive borrowing plus mismanagement of the economy that brought Ghana's economy onto its knees. The haircut you gave Ghanaians, pensioners, it had never happened in the history of this economy. So Ghanaians can see, they can feel it. Look, President Mahama says that he cares more about his legacy. Ghana has gone through an IMF program, bailout program 17 times. Look, at the time that you were going for that 17th program, our gross international reserves could not even cover 1 month of import. Today, we have enough reserves to cover 6 months of import. Is that not the difference between us and you? Mr. Speaker, President Mahama says that what he is going to do is to make sure that we sustain the gains, the macroeconomic gains that we have. We will sustain it and make sure that it creates employment to reduce unemployment in this country.
We no nyamfo Thomas Nyako ampem so afo abede chosho mayi esikasam so enuno na yento so nsamfoforo mo no nyamfo kojo pon kroma e na akwa abedwafie ho a committee ayapa wo mo no mo hwe economy ensemo no ye ranking member no no so akire mo se fa paade ensemo no 2025 nhwehwemu e beto abonten ene se emebuna wo mu ni nnwuma ye e wo man mu na pagya e de afi ohanam nchemu aduasa mienu e de kɔ ohanam nchemu aduasa mienu akiripo enum na kyerɛ sɛ epem e de kɔ ne nemu a ɛsɛ aban no tumi ye bibi e de fa ho wo so kɔ nkran pumpuni mantam num kra de anya kora ɛhɔ no ɛbɛka sɛ nka nnwuma dɔɔso wɔ hɔ no ɛhɔ mpo mabunu ɛna nkontabu kyerɛ sɛ wo mu nya nnwuma ne bi nyɛ nti ɛsɛ sɛ aban de ne nan esi fompa na otumi hwɛ ebiebie nnwuma a ɛbɛtena hɔ daadaade ama mabunu ya ababunu bi a wɔ ba bia no betumi abɛbɔ awramanya bia yɛ na atumi ama ɔmanyi apema kɔnanim.
In December 2024, the unemployment rate for young Ghanaians aged 15 to 24 stood at 32%. By the third quarter of 2025, that figure has risen to 32.5%, Mr. Speaker. In the Greater Accra region alone, youth unemployment as at Q3 2025 is now at 49.3%. What it means is that, on the average, 1 out of every 2 young people that you meet on the streets of the Greater Accra region is unemployed. Mr. Speaker, the Ghana Statistical Service is saying that 7 out of every 10 unemployed Ghanaians are under the age of 35. 7 out of every 10. And so for many people out there, the question they're asking is, so the stability that has been achieved as a result of this IMF ECF signed in 2023, how is it bearing fruit in their life? And the data is that despite all the programs that the government on its own rolled out, the situation is getting worse. Mr. Speaker, on the matter of cost of living, the minister headlined the headline inflation rate, about 3.4%. When you double click and go into the details, Mr. Speaker, services inflation is going up. Rent is going up. Electricity is gone up. The basic things that the average Ghanaian is spending money on, which are structural, their costs are going up. And so the Ghanaian is asking the same question that, so this so-called stability, how is it impacting their lives at the end of the day?
We are Honorable Kwajo upon Kroma, ranking member, our Parliament Select Committee, on Moshe Economy, and Afia in Punto and some so ye kwani partner mo and some.
This segment is brought to you by King's Home Studios.
Omayimu ararosamwa esi ye emfinshano dubakumu eniye ene se wokọ enkranpumpuni mantemu se class abra na go filling station bi wo ho se anwumra da no ensuo to brane sopa na enya sempumanti enkofo pinu aye wo madwenso mbedwane na wonuma akwa kogina gwafo no ho se be ye ensuo no ejai to a obi ha betumi akọ fie na semu esi ye ene se gwafo no wonum petrol ne bili kifa ensuo no na eyire honim nam so emagyato mu no nipa dodo ewo ho ene nipa ne bebro be oha ene aduonu 150 ne ekirei ene won to ananom nse do ema be sa hanu ne ekirei nso won prepre modern panti afi bi aduru ewo June 3rd mu a yehwe na ye de kai nipa dodo mo free mu na afi nso won mo eprepraye no ye de akaka ewo mo na ekuo bi won mo akasa e de afasa asem mo hu ne yiye se ebesi ne kra hwehwe mu pi no a nhyeda enkoso ewo sa asemi mu ene niema pi nsuso antumi ankoso ama nipa dodo a wono mo atrenchemi to wo mo fa so prepraye ne ebi mo hwere wo mo nnwuma ebi mo hwere niema bebre obi wo hokora wo kire sa asem na to no ye di ni nipadua ni mu dem nti ene wo kopa adwuma kra ye mpese ye behwe nanimpo ye de adwuma no ama no empanufo a wo mo do ma no ate asemi mbu ka kira ban no se wonye bibi mfa ho wo mo a wo mo sabe afri mu ne de eno akoda nchen na emom won mo ka kire ya wo mo prepraye nti ene ye di wo mo dem no aban ntumi nya bibi na mo ama tentene ne enya adwuma.
It ought to have been avoided if those who entrusted with the responsibility to take care and exercise duty of care to all and sundry were apt to be attracted. Unfortunately, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, whose duty it was to enforce planning and safety rules, has shown inconsistency in its participation in this illegal engagement, even attracting fines for yet 11 years on, The victim still waits. The trial continues. The suffering continues. The silence of all things also continues. And that is why this movement demands more than sympathy. It demands a national reset in how justice is delivered to ordinary citizens. Today we call on the states, we call on His Excellency the President to act in the spirit of his resetting Ghana agenda. We believe His Excellency the President stands for building prosperity and restoring hope. Hence, the survivors and families of June 3 must not be left behind. Reset must mean something. Reset must mean justice for victims, accountability for institutions, and relief for citizens who have suffered for far too long. As we honor the memory of those we lost, let us also honor the courage of the survivors who continue to show up in court. People like Alex Mensah, Kasim, Suraj, Francis Afia, and Silas Odro, who have carried the fight for all the victims. We stand with them. We stand with every family. We say to government, this is the moment to fix what is broken. This is the moment to rebuild. A moment to rebuild trust, strength in accountability, and prove that the resetting agenda for Ghana is not just a slogan, but a commitment that reaches the most vulnerable and the most wounded amongst us.
We are your Ross and your Hosi, one and equified by one Ghana movement. Na June 3rd, our host we see ye, one more, a dear she more on crying. Now, Womudi Bobo, who no ma catch up by no so one share, a Martin in your Jumana Nipa, do draw one more touch, a man or so. A might bet me a baby, a Yama Womo, Yamakumase, and Potamo. A dollar for me a Juma at the fast so cry mampon, and a home corner, abandon one more day, Sansom way at to a binary name, a fast so cry mampon, quine, one much less a near crack. Terror for Monam so dear one more brepa, no cram so my trafficker. I ne was half for Hodo, and Yefe grow. In tea, one more srabines a one share. Na wonye bibi mfa ho potholes akese say ashen dodo no ene yesi yenyina fa ho so nko a na yemfa ntoto ahyentiade anim anase gise mpanimfo gi 2 months anenso so enam potholes ne yakwan yenye say ese nkrofo binum hyen emadan den na gise wode kofita anase ope spare parts ni bi na wode hyehye ho nti eka no do a na edoso aban no hwe na animanimi ya skore mampon kwan no o mesiesie na driver fo ho atumi atowo mo.
Because we do have crannies when young to watch a crabia, obi the bebo cano at 2 cc, and that's how the baby became. How no dear hair pa, quina, and then soon a buffo in Ticana, a more dunu, a fast one, a set a quino, and I'm a high emre. There's a whole moo fru. Mikajam was almost adum, na omunya quina my yentimi my car when you're there. In your hoarding, I introduce coffee them.
A quantity of many come here 2 days and I say, Timmy, the way Muslim did me says that. Just somebody was on my daughter, my boy, and only through my neighbor. So be them say, I don't know. Because I want to be an assassin, Susan top and assassin, Nasa, Nasa, no one here, and one hour more than one. I had a brave connoissement by the Snoko fencing, 103 if you just say, you do say, dangers by any you go from. I know by the Russell Boca.
I know the other pa. The some boy. Na mafia man penny for ya mai. Where is a airport? Yes, some omunsha no munya mai. Hi pa.
We share any more no ma. Sometimes we feel like we say I do now with drama e kwanu da wansa. Sometimes cry I go be so funny say mu adin pa mai. Ana share ni say so. E kwanu photo sometimes I want to so na funny say na ba no ma. E jare ni so no. A brepa, Luna with Telepa, we over a pressure about so. Catch up and say.
Arawa 4B, yeah, one mudu mujuma fast, Cormampon, Quino son who was sentimental hano, and a day or modest day to Joshua Quino and Yapara, and TSSR Bino, it me call woman. Now, young Tosso, your quatchmamponia was sentimental moon, Passetia, and Potamoha, and Ababe to Jar. Sir Abrantie be almost to say when you finish and do you know and so 27 years. Mino can say what one nanom ewo and seadro. yamane boni ohene ba dankwa Jupiter wusu ene to sa enkra yi a yeguso toto homa se benya no wone na akire busa homa tututututu ena ye frɛ no ka kire ne se abrantie bi ewu edampasa tempotem ho no kokotie mu no na kire sa asem nyina ne se yese abobo ye bi esi ho ahomache no ena adehia won mo mpasa tie hu se enipa miensa won mo betu abobo ya ndi dwane nya wo mo de a nti wo mo de kro no se gbogbra ne mrika ntenten na na ewo mu se wo mo de ade ne bedwane na obaako eyi ne tofom nti eba no sa no eyi ne tofom sa no nipa tugu no so sa no we gba no we ye ni se abanten de ato nanom e wonse do ohene badan kwa Jupiter kire mu a aposifo be fa mu no anopa ye e no wo mo de koye wo ma hyenhwehwemu ase nkyiremu dodo no ano egoso toton homa senke betumi enya dan kwa Jupiter yensanka no yenya no a asemi obaba bekire mu mprempra ye kasai de efua no pane ba no asem no akwa kosie ye twa ye ho agye aboafo nkrato ye ba ye kodwadie mu ensem.
No kwasam say adwumasua ya ade a se wonsaka obi antumi njem free wonsam eno nti enei se wopese wotu kwan kwa amonone ana otena oman Ghana mu adwuma nya sika gu botom de a mekanfo St Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center de amount call na onfa na wotwemie no pe enkyerɛwo caterpillar piloda any forklifter ebo no ewo fom kra ye wo Kumasi Askwa ye ne Askwa police station no ene din hwede mu ye sanso ben Askwa Children's Hospital tafwa Akoko Space Junction wa ubetumi afre St Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center 0243860810 St Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center, we are your last stop.
Hello there. I welcome you to Kino Computers, your one-stop shop with the perfect tech solution. At Kino Computers, we give you the best deals on quality laptops, phones, and accessories. Whether you're looking for a high-performance laptop for work, a reliable phone for staying connected, or the latest accessories like M.2, SSD, wireless mounts, ergonomic keyboard, and USB adapters to boost your productivity, we've got you covered. We also provide expert repair services as well as nationwide delivery on all our products. Visit us at Adum on the ground floor of the Abanaba Plaza near the Relish Health Shop for unbeatable prices and exceptional service. For more information, call us on 0248 137672. 0248 137672. Kino Computers, beyond your expectations.
For desktops, UPS, toners, and printers galore, Pogbell Enterprise has got it all, from CCTV cameras to office chairs that keep you in style at affordable prices that will make you smile. For schools, businesses, and individuals alike, we have what you will surely like. Contact us on 0245 099 786, 0245 099 786. Pogbell Enterprise. Shop with ease. Introducing the Smiling Shark Outdoor Solar Camping Light. A new modern way of lighting up your world. It's a powerful portable lamp with 2 modes of brightness, a strobe light, as well as a flashlight. You can power it through solar charging or Type-C charging. With a built-in high-capacity lithium battery, you can also use it as a power bank to charge up your mobile phone through USB. To purchase one, contact 055 051 5323 or 053 520 3534.
This is what mini wireless networks look like. But hey, this is what they actually look like. Introducing Kenny Rose Wireless. Switch to Kenny Rose Wireless and enjoy streaming without buffering, communication with no lagging, business without restrictions, and achievements with no limits. Get connected today. For enquiry, sales, and support, contact us on 020-8282-810. Visit our website on www.kennyrosewireless.com. Kenny Rose Wireless, internet made easy.
Download the AP Media app now at apmediagh.com/app. It is currently available for Android devices. Coming soon to Play Store and App Store.
Ye try ho kwaje aboafo nkrato. Aha ye APTV ne Radio 105.7 kasafidie so. Enwere no sia kase ene ye de to ba bibia wo bia. Na ye to so ewodwadie ensemo. Ye mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kire akwanya dodo eda ho ewo ne big post jumedie no ase. Wo se eye jumedie a wode $10 billion ede ahyemu. Se obetumi ede aboa na enieme bia eto chima na se tosin wo mayimo no. Yetumi ahwe aye hunsiesie enti omo se wo de emfinhia no 5 years na esi ho edi se adwuma ye mampani kire se afi bia mu no $2 billion ene ye de ba ye adwuma no kopem se emfinhia num ni nyina besi ama na som $10 billion no wase se big push dwumadi no ne timu poitimi bamu a ebeboa ma ne ma bi se suku adan ya kwan ene ne ma ebo ma ye mpunto ne nkankra ka kire ne nyina no wo motumi aye ebiewo nso ebema nnwuma aba omayimu nipa dodo no na ebenya nnwuma ye na aboa so apagya nnwuma ewo ho ama na tumi nya baabi pa agina ye mampani kire mu a big push dwumadie ya ase ena akọ upper east mantam ne mu a wo mo besi wiem hyan gina bia foforo kra wo ho new airport na atumi aboa sanso na akọtamale a wo mo ye air cargo bia ye nso wo ho a ebetumi ade aboa ne ma dodo a ye de efa wiemu ya kwan dodo no a ya wo ba kumase ede kwankran kwantempon no a ompeso mutwa bi ede fa baabi do mfra ne se expressway ye mampani chese ne nyina ahye big push dwumade no ase nti ebebo ma nkrofo nnwuma pagya na san boa ma mabu no dodo no aso anya nnwuma ye ewo mayimo.
Ghana is ready for strategic partnerships that are anchored in long-term value creation. Our government is undertaking major reforms to improve the ease of doing business. We're strengthening transparency, we're modernizing our infrastructure, and we're creating a more predictable investment environment. We're investing aggressively in our transport infrastructure, roads, railways, and ports, energy reliability, agro-industrial parks, logistical corridors, aviation and air cargo systems, digital infrastructure, skills development, and innovation ecosystems. Our flagship Big Push infrastructure program is creating investment opportunities across road, rail, energy, housing, water systems, and logistic infrastructure. We're also prioritizing local participation in investment partnerships because sustainable growth must create domestic capacity and shared prosperity.
We Ghana Mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and watching sir the Big Push Jumediano Ebeboa Amaniama who do be so etimia konenim ego mayimo sebe betimia boamane yakachi omubiano yapem ediakoye nim ewum yakwa manhodo so ensem.
This segment is brought to you by Desat Solutions.
Yenye mchinyiwa show ya da Iran enafe US amino entem na Iran for atototo pa edodronwa edekwa Kuwait enafe Bahrain namso Emma Jessa Torrent Makofadia ba enyasem kuma na ekwa from Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps for and one more babeka say one more topaya or matoto edekwa Kuwait ni ade no we eyensa na hwa na se disuade edema US minor so mo betumi etwa so na ohwemo US for ede one masrafo kwakoku Kuwait na afei Bahrain honomo a kire se honom na ya wo motete na wo mototo edema ne eye Iran for no no mo nso a kire mu se emfa ho ene bia yekora wo mototo pa ne dia ko ba bia US for wo masrafo wo motoma ne wo no nko ade unua se wo makwan ma US for ede one masrafo begu ho didi bone a omo so bato ede aba honom eninti se santokwa we ye behwe ni mu se betumi asi age se US for ayo madwen se wonu bepene so ama ceasefire no akoso na afa Iran for nso atumi ahwe de so sente sa de a wo munya to mane a Iran for se wo mo so ede behia wo mo.
At least 63 people were injured and one person was killed after an Iranian attack targeted Kuwait, causing significant damage to Kuwait International Airport and other key infrastructure, according to Kuwaiti officials. The Kuwaiti Armed Forces said air defense units intercepted 13 ballistic missiles and 17 drones that entered the country's airspace from Iran on Wednesday. Military officials reported that debris from the intercepted projectiles fell across several residential neighborhoods. Authorities stated that the attack struck civilian and strategic facilities, including Kuwait International Airport. The airport's terminal building sustained substantial damage, and many of the injured were airport employees and travelers, according to the health ministry. Kuwait's foreign ministry confirmed that an Indian expatriate was killed in the attack. Officials condemned the targeting of civilian infrastructure and said emergency services were responding to the aftermath of the strikes. The latest figures indicate that 63 people suffered injuries during the assault, while the military continues to assess the full extent of the damage caused by the attack and falling debris. Kuwait's armed forces condemned the strike on the airport as an act of criminal Iranian aggression, while Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, claimed the attacks were a response to earlier U.S. actions. According to the IRGC, American forces had provoked the escalation by striking an Iranian tanker near the Strait of Hormuz and targeting a communications facility on Kyem Island.
Near Ekoso, Iran and US for 1 month so, and talk on more, and no. Now, if you're in Chabu, Ethiopia, and also 2026 general elections, Ekoso, and I'm so how her son here and ye many say yan warm about 20 more. Dumaku na say Kua would run one more and a share Ethiopia for one about to hold some so a National Elections Board of Ethiopia. Ya say one more says is the constituencies ya would do bidum say about what woman ebi won so kra na omo suspend ya eye kakransa na omu jemu amoma tumi akwakoto aba no eda no kowie na chese constituencies ya wodro be 46 ne hode omu si omu kwan kra se abato no omo nento omo be peda foforo na omo de akoto ne nyina no ene se entokwa ya mema ne hom no so e wo Ethiopia fo omo abato ni mu no enya asem keto akra Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed wono eno mo hwa ni mu se nkom betumi ato aba na wonu monam dodo adwen kire democracy eso na womatumi ayi nuama na di Ethiopia for no so ono wo Prosperity Party ene yese party fufuro bi nso so wo Ethiopian Unity for Coalition for Ethiopian Unity wonu nso ayo madwen se wo mpene ema Prosperity Party for yi enfo wo munipa emedi wo monimti sanchi wa hyeria eda party mienu mu yi ena kofa san hawiya ba bato no kora kire se general elections no moto no we ntwema ne yonko mofoforo nso ntwema obi ema abato no ntumi nkowie ene se ekwawi ase no constituencies dodo no ho aye bra wo mokra ewa abato nim.
Ethiopians are choosing more than 500 members of the House of Representatives. Those elected will then select the Prime Minister. But only some 50 million people of Ethiopia's estimated population of 130 million are registered to vote. Tensions are high in a landlocked country. No election is taking place in the northern war-torn region of Tigray, and there is only limited voting in the Oromia and Amhara regions, where the government faces ongoing insurgencies. The ruling Prosperity Party is expected to secure a majority of seats in parliament, meaning incumbent Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is almost certain to stay in his job. After casting his ballot, Ahmed accused opposition forces of trying to undermine public confidence in the election.
To prevent the election from being peaceful as planned, Ethiopia's historical enemies have bought and deployed the forces they control and have carried out propaganda. They have tried to make us believe that democratic elections are not possible in Ethiopia.
Opposition parties have raised concerns over the vote, alleging they were prevented from actively campaigning.
So free Ethiopia, my name neba, on general elections na ekoso no nam. Entinua shobia man homene sunti, kom person who drop ya mkeka bomwa. Baby a 9 and they said ya konkon ho. Ya one more shiny who said National Election Board of Ethiopia for. Ebe to me a chess say mote dinti. Empesway or mubetumi aquacoto womodie. Yejana manonin semiso na ihade numero nsiaka CNC aquanews.ap media gh.com one abenya online stories sinina in Facebook and YouTube channel no APTVGH TikTok Instagram and X and 10 video no AP media _GH aqua subscribe na fe wa follow yen page bia o like or share na do comment ato yen video ni bia say Ebeshe na ye ho adwuma e de ama wo so for boss lady Afia Kyem Agyemang nam so mo e wo kase ne kinkan mu ne wukuo nti no so Dr. Kukudazi Ephraim na ncheche nkwaje kwan sim subiem na eba wakwan mu e wo ye kasafoni ne kasafidie 105.7 so madam nyina mase e de masi ha